to avoid all of the punny.
Us? You want the two of us to avoid puns?
No!
That's gonna be
Don't make me do it! My spheres.
Where are my spheres? Okay.
My greatest fears brought to life.
There we go. We can use that one. This is a family show, people. Welcome to Make a Mockery. And I have mock mistress Angie with me, and she's going to show us how to do what is known in the Lego community as the Lowell sphere. Or, that's not it, I'm sorry. The Lowell sphere. Or Lowell? Lowell? I've heard it pronounced both ways. I think Mark says Lowell.
Lowell, does he?
I think so, but I've heard people say
I
Lowell.
I've heard Lowell more than Lowell.
Okay. To me, that's like lol. The Lowell sphere. A man named Bruce, I believe, Bruce Lowell, or Lowell, invented it, or made it famous. People started calling it by his name.
I think even Lego did it. I think in honor, I feel like they honor him.
That is pretty cool.
Because Jamie from Lego Masters talks about him a lot.
Really? Okay, so he doesn't work for Lego, right? He just
Who, Jamie?
Lowell.
No, he does not.
Okay, so he is just a Lego fan, somebody who's famous in the community. I think he created this back in 2002. He's still building, still doing awesome stuff. We are going to talk about it, not just how to do this, but also different versions.
Yes.
Like this is different, this is different. You've actually built one of these. You worked behind the scenes on Lego Masters Season 2.
Yes.
And they found out you had some mad building skills.
Yeah.
And they actually had you build a sphere for the Lego Learns, right? Is that what they call it?
They had me build several things for the Lego Learns, and one of them was the episode where they had things hanging from a string. Create two spheres, and one of them significantly larger than the other, so that you could show how to counterbalance things.
Okay. I remember seeing that. That was just on the last episode, wasn't it?
Correct.
As of the recording of this video, anyway.
Yes. It's not aired on the actual show itself, but if you have Hulu, there's episodes, I think, credits, and then there's another tab called Extras. If you click on the Extras, you'll see a Lego Learn for that particular episode.
It's like a Earth and a moon, right?
When I did the modular, the Mickey Mouse modular, and I needed the hat, Mark showed me how to do it.
That's
it's actually
cool.
very easy once you learn the technique.
Let's go in for a closer look. All you have to do is take this half of this Star Wars Endor and this half, and you just put them together. There.
Yep.
Sphere done.
Wow. Okay. That was faster than I thought.
No, of course. That's not what we're doing. All right.
No.
How do we do this, Angie?
We're going to start with the small sphere first. And the beauty of Lego in general, obviously, and the beauty of these orbs is if you don't have the exact pieces that I'm showing you, if you don't have a 4x4, use two 2x4s. If you don't have a 1x2, use two 1x1s. You're going to create 6 panels every time that you do this. So whatever you see me build, you do that 6 times.
Okay, so what we're creating is the sides. Now this is the sized up version.
Yeah, we're going to be creating in the end what this looks like.
Okay.
It's super simple. You just click on your 2x4, put your 1x2s on either side, and you want to have one stud showing all the way around. And then you add your 2x2 at the top, and that is that. That is super, super quick. Okay?
What?
Yeah,
That's
super
it?
quick. To make the tiny one, yes.
Okay.
And you see how it just keeps coming in by one stud, and then you build the next layer, and it comes in by one stud. So yeah, you're going to make 6 of these things that look alike. You can make them different colors. And then the key to holding them all together has to do with what we call snots. Although I was just talking to Justin about it. Snot stands for studs not on top.
There is a stud on top.
There is a stud
False
on top.
advertising. I've also heard these called Travis bricks because it's named after someone named Travis, I believe, Kuntz, who builds a lot with this. Unfortunately, the man is no longer with us, but from what I read, he had this tattooed on his back. He was a huge Lego space mock maker, and he used these all the time. So much so that people in the community now call this the Travis brick. And specifically, it's the one studs on all sides.
Any kind of a version that you might have, it just needs to have studs on both sides.
Any snot.
I have definitely found a couple of things that work for me better than others. You can use this part with the 1x2 with them on either side, but I don't have as many of these to show you, so I'm just going to show you with these. This is totally usable. The only thing is they're a little bit less sturdy, and I found a particular brick that I like better. that holds it. But the general idea is that these are here, and then you're going to just attach these to the side. Problem is, as you can see, is it's already starting to slip.
Just lining them up.
It can be a little frustrating, especially if you're young. Build it like this. You have 4 here, and then you'd have 4 on the other side to hold it. But what I found works better and is easier, and may not be a particular brick that you have a lot of, we do here at our Atlanta Brick Co., are these particular parts. They look like a little video camera is what I call it. These work really well to hold these tiny ones.
Oh, wow.
The camera part, if you want to call it that, kind of really helps to hold it steady for you.
Okay, so you're actually using...
way easier to put it in.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Okay. So if you have a bunch of these on hand, which Lego still makes, I think.
They do, or you can buy them from us if you need some. You have to alternate. The stud on this end always has to be here.
When I did research for this video, I saw that there were multiple ways. It almost doesn't matter what you use. It's more preference.
Correct.
As long as you have some kind of snot
stud
version
inside.
What I found most surprising about this is that there's no internal structure. There's no base. There's no foundation. There's not a stack of plates or bricks that run in the middle. It's literally just the snots holding each other together. It's just the 6 plates are what's holding it together. And it's the snots that really bind it.
That's
wow.
True. That's true. Absolutely.
Okay, we got it.
4 on the bottom here and 4 on the top, and then attach the 2 sides. And then basically you just put it back together. Now it looks like it's super simple. If you don't use this and you use this again, you're going to find yourself crying, maybe using adult language sometimes because
they keep moving.
They keep popping, and it's really hard to do it.
But it's possible. Once they're on, they hold.
It's very secure.
It's just getting these to stay still.
Stay still and not rock around.
Got it.
And then you just add your last part. It's actually very sturdy.
You're thinking, oh, how do I attach this? If it's, but you said you pop one off and build a little bit of an internal structure, and there's a ton of different ways to attach it. And of course you can upsize this. This is the 6x6 version of it. I believe this is the original Lowell sphere.
It's very similar, except I did not use the jumper plates that he uses because it's a little more difficult to keep it steady.
So as you see on this one, there's the regular just
1x4 mods.
1x4s. She made it a bunch of crazy colors so you could see what was going on.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers to each side. You do that 6 times. Would you like to build one with me?
Sure. I did want to point out that the larger version, the 6x6 version, has a bit of a different construction because it has these little tabs on the side. And that just helps it when it's in a larger version to look more spherical. And the way it attaches is you still build 6 of these, right? You just alternate how they go on. They wouldn't fit that way. They'd fit that way.
Yes.
And it just helps a little bit at this size. But yeah, let's build one.
So you need to start out with a 2x8 plate. You got your parts over there.
Okay, this is my center here.
Yeah, that's your center. And then you need 2 2x6s. And again, for this bottom part, I'd say you definitely would want the 2x6 and the 2x8. But as in the feature layers, if you don't have this exact size, you can always figure out how to fix that with other sizes. So you need to get 2 1x4s and put those down.
I just happen to have 2 right here.
Well, look at that. All right. And then we're going to add our 4x6 plate. Or if you don't have that, you can do 2 2x6s. That's your second layer. All right. Your next layer needs 2 1x2 plates. Fago.
Oh, no. Get out of here.
Fago.
Yuck.
2 1x4s.
2 1x4s.
Then you need a 2x6.
2x6.
And then you need 2 2x4s. We're leveling up, and every time we level up, we come in 1 stud.
And then
on the 4 corners. So it's 5 levels. There you go. So,
and to upscale this another one, I assume you do roughly the same thing. It would just be, instead of a 6x6, it'd be an 8x8.
Correct. And you just, again, you go up and you'd have the 4x4 had 3 layers. This one has 5 layers. So obviously the 8x8 will have 7 layers. So when you go to do this side, you're going to do it 2 different ways. You're going to use your 1x4 brick like this, where the studs on the front are actually attached. There's you another one.
And then these go the other way?
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is that? Why do you have to do it?
Because of the direction of these that are sticking out. If you used them all in the same direction, something doesn't jive up right. I'm not exactly sure the science of it.
So something doesn't line up. These studs and these studs line up, but if you put them all facing out,
you see how it's a little bit...
It's a little higher.
Higher. Mm-hmm.
So
and
maybe this hits
to hold
something?
It together, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So you've got two sides with the top going into it and two sides with the studs on front going into it. And really you only need 8 of these.
And then you just start putting it together.
So there's the top and the bottom here, and then you would just continue adding your
alternating. Okay.
Things. Yeah.
Cool. That is way simpler than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Actually.
Once you know the trick, it's actually pretty easy to do.
So of course there's different spheres or orbs you can do. This one actually has some anti-studs on the bottom, so you can attach it. Though this is extremely heavy.
It is solid. It's a solid. You know who built this, right?
Steven, right?
Yep, Steven from Lego Masters, Mark's brother. He did that many, many years ago when he first worked here.
We're not going to go into this. This is pretty complex. Actually,
super
Angie
complicated.
did an upscale version of it.
His did have plates to kind of give it to get it stability at the bottom. I just built the half of one, which is pretty big.
Look at this thing. It won't even fit on camera.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so I built half of it yesterday just to kind of show the innards of it. The first 2 layers are super sensitive because nothing is attached to each other.
This is a pretty advanced technique. We won't go into this today, but that's basically the internal structure.
All bricks. There's no plates at all.
So, of course, the Lowell or Lowell sphere can be used for a bunch of different ways and methods.
Fine.
Chris came up with a Pokeball using the Lowell sphere. And we do sell this here. Comes with a little Pikachu. Very adorable.
And I just found out yesterday that on the Pokemon Go app, we are a huge place to visit for those people that still do that game.
That's why we have so many Pokemon just hanging around here.
It might be. Someone said we were a gym. I don't know what that means other than it's like a really big destination where you can get lots of points when you come in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Lego also gave us these. These are not buildable, but they're the Bionicle.
The orbs.
Balls, orbs, the soccer ones.
Spheres.
And the basketball. And these are all different. This one only came in one set. This is a Lego branded Adidas soccer ball. Lego also gave us the Duplo ball. Of course, this is the super ultra cool rare one from the Indiana Jones Boulder scene. It's about the same size, just slightly smaller. There's the blue one, which is more common. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and all the different options that you can do. The Lowell sphere is awesome.
It can be fragile if you're not careful.
But I mean,
once it's built, it's not fragile. It's pretty sturdy.
I guess that's the most frustrating part is that in between step of putting those snots, and then that's why I guess it's an advanced adult technique is because you have to like partially loosen some of these and put them in. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Please comment what you want to see next. Is there a technique you want us to share with you? We have the access to the pieces. We have the access to the people. So let us know what you want to see.
MOCkery, or is it shockery? I don't know.
MOCkery. We're shock mocks.
Oh, look at that.
Shock mocks.
Look at that.
There we go. That's what we are. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button, all that thing YouTubers say, and we'll see you soon.